All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome for another day, another dollar with your young player. It's your boy JaYmZ, and today we're doing something special. First episode of Only Vibes, and I have a special guest, the one and only Youwanna. How you doing, Youwanna? All right, so first thing we're gonna talk about is, I don't know if you remember, how did me and you met in the first place?
How do you even think I won't be remembering this? Obviously, I remember. So the funniest thing is that you popped into my chat randomly. Like it wasn't a raid, it wasn't something. You just jumped into my chat and we talked throughout my stream. I think that's the first time we interacted, and you kept coming back in my streams. And even though you had TTV in front of your name, I don't know. I don't think I've checked at that time that you were also a streamer. And I don't know who raided who. Something happened, but then like I realized you were a streamer, or we talked about it on my stream, and I realized you were a streamer, and I had to jump onto your stream.
Yeah, I remember. I was like scrolling through CS. I was like looking for people that had a good presentation, a good page. And obviously I saw you get all the RGB, perfect makeup, the bio setup and everything. So I hopped in, had a good time, and yeah. Fucking dope.
Yeah, man. I think when I joined, so I raided a lot of people, and I follow them when I raid them because I want to support my followers to also follow them. And I try to like catch up with them maybe later and watch their streams, but nothing was really interesting. Like you have the good content creators that you watch every day, and you have some high levels of what content you're gonna see, and when you're rating people, you might not stumble upon that content. And what I wanted to say is that when I jumped into your stream, it was instantly I saw that you had this energy that I never saw in like another streamer, and I still don't think I've seen your energy in other streamer, even though I have a lot of streamer friends. And yeah, I think you have like good potential because you're very good at interacting with people, and I only wish I could be as charismatic as you.
Stop it!
I'm not. I'm genuinely like you are made to be a streamer. Like you are. You have the streamer blood into you.
Honestly, I'll tell you, I kind of hopped into the stream because I saw the skills, I saw the AK1 taps and all that. I don't have that, so I kind of look up on you, and whenever we played that first game, and I kind of sucked. I didn't know what to do with my eco and whatever. I felt so bad because for you were like my model for like getting good at CS and getting these skills. And I was just so trash. But yeah, that's pretty fun.
I was yelling at you, JaYmZ, do not buy this round. Stop buying. And I was like, I never was aggressive with any of the people I played with, but I don't know. It was the lag, the constant buying, the everything that made me, JaYmZ, you have gotta stop doing that.
I remember that perfectly. I watched the VOD afterwards. I was like, oh god. But yeah,
I wasn't playing good either.
Come on! So. No! You were literally top fragging. I was like 2 kills in.
That's not how I remember it. I genuinely remember not being able to carry you guys, like doing nothing either, even though I didn't have any. Anyway.
Yeah, but let's move along. How'd you get started as a streamer? I guess I joined like, I don't know. You started for what, 1 year when I joined? I don't know.
1 year when I joined? I think I have 1 year and 3 months now.
What?
You joined like when I was 2 or 3 months in, so like that was pretty early in my career, to be fair. How I started streaming. It was completely by accident. Like, hello, Sasha. So sorry, that's my friend. So I completely started by accident. I knew I wanted to be a content creator for like the longest time ever. Like I had edits of CS:GO from like 2016 or even earlier that I had on a YouTube channel, but now private. Don't look for it, guys. So I always wanted to be a content creator. But I wanted to be a YouTube content creator, more like, vids and stuff like that, edits. And I built my computer for the main purpose of playing games and recording them. And I don't know, I brain farted for a second there, and I was like, I'll just start on Twitch.
Yeah.
Like, my idea was to make edits, like record myself and make edits. And I don't know why I had a friend who also was Twitching and stuff like that. I thought it would be like a starting idea to start doing Twitch, but I never envisioned myself doing lives and stuff like that, and people being able to see me all the time without, my edits and parts of my behavior being cut out. And then, all of the streams are good materials for edits anyways, but it feels like a lot of effort to just go on and record yourself, and people only see 10 minutes of the whole recording. Whereas, I tried it. Like, I have edits of Minecraft or edits of stuff like that, where I try to purposely record. Yeah, try to purposely record it only for YouTube. And it was so awkward.
Because
I had no subjects to talk about because there was no public in there to ignite subjects to talk about. So yeah.
That's
so I
sick.
just
stood
as a streamer.
I started when I was young, I was watching all these big YouTubers, and I was so minded into becoming a YouTuber and whatnot. And then I realized I hate editing, and as you said, recording the videos solo, it's so awkward. You're just trying to make content, you're kind of trying to force it or whatnot. It feels a bit, at least in my case, it feels not so natural. And I've watched the streamers, and I bought a laptop, stream off my laptop for 2 years. It was horrible, but I got the basics down, and here I am today. That's crazy. And also the randomness of how we met. It's just insane that we're here today doing the goddamn podcast. That's sick.
I mean, I'm glad I'm doing it with you. I've always been a JaYmZ supporter, so I really like the idea of the project. So people might not there were a lot of podcasts and not podcasts, but a kind of podcast happening today in the Romanian, area of the YouTube, and also other big things happening. But people don't know that we've been talking and planning for this for genuinely months. It's just about me having the weirdest schedule, planning things ahead, and making all of the really good overlays and stuff like that.
Just
we have a
everything.
Name for the podcast, Only Vibes.
I remember when I had the first idea, I wanted to start a podcast. I need a name. I want to get all my friends in and just vibe out. We were looking for names, and we had we call it JaYmZ Podcast, we call it whatever. And the first person I went to for ideas, inspiration, is straight to Youwanna. And so that's why I really wanted you to be my first guest, because you helped me so much with this podcast, and nobody else was really involved with it. Even the people I usually work on APT Land and all my other projects, I kind of kept the project on the low. But with you, I was super happy to just, whenever I had an idea, just shoot it to you and get some reviews and feedbacks. And super stoked to be with you today for the first episode.
Thank you. I just want to say that JaYmZ kindly saved the first person slot for me. So I don't know. I'm very grateful for the whole thing happening. But really nice project.
Yeah. And so where are you from? Romania?
Obviously, hopefully everyone knows by now, I'm from Romania.
I see you flying around a lot though, visiting or something?
No, so somehow, this is a long story, but somehow I decided it's a really good idea because I have some relatives that are dentists in Romania to do my dental, how do I call it in English? Brackets. Okay. I don't know, the stuff that corrects your teeth. So I decided to do it in Romania, which means going there monthly, flying there monthly to just adjust them. But hopefully around this time it should only be bi-monthly, once every 2 months. But I don't know. It seemed like a good idea at the beginning, but there's so many flights and it's so exhausted with COVID. I don't know. It wasn't really the best planning out. But I'm seeing my parents and I'm seeing people around, so that's good.
Yeah, literally every single story of you was you in the plane, or I don't know. I saw you in the plane for straight months.
And
so you live literally on the other side of the world. how does it feel? I don't know. It must be so different than me living in Canada with snow all year long almost.
Yeah, well, I'm living in UK. We are quite far apart. I also have like I watch a Canadian YouTuber who moved to Hong Kong, and she's like talking constantly about how it is like in Canada and stuff like that. I think that's my closest connection to Canada. Like I know nothing of how it's like in there. And I think a lot of the Europeans, like we don't get to travel a lot in US or Canada or stuff like that, just because it's like so far away. Like it's so convenient to travel in EU that you just don't do it in other sides of the world so frequently. And how it's like, I don't know, UK life is not really top notch. It's good and bad. The weather is like depressing, genuinely. But I would love to go to Canada. Like I think Canada is definitely the best part. Like US but better. Like US but like
pretty much.
nice.
Have you ever been to the US at all?
No.
No? Oh, one day.
That's also one of the things that I need to do.
We're going.
I didn't say yes. I didn't say yes.
I know. Also, for the people in chat that are asking questions, you can ask like as many questions as you want. We're just gonna scroll back the chat and answer them later on. No problem. By the way, welcome to everybody. I see Raj in the chat, PC, Genome, Weston, everybody in here. So good to see you guys. But yeah, I've also seen you. I know it's like not so recent, but it's still pre-poggers. Your new org. How did you come across them, and what is it all about? Like I've heard a little bit about them, but tell me more.
All right. So my organization is called All Stars Gaming or Stars Network, whatever you want to think about it. How I came into contact with it, the organization founder, let's call him. He is a really big streamer in Romania. He's a PC builder that does it on stream, and he also like is a very, very funny and smart person. So his streams are like very big thing in Romania, and I don't know, I think with the whole people subbing and getting memberships and stuff like that, I was also one of the people who got membership. And I really like chilling in his chat. The thing is, like, I was very not present in his chat for a long time. And then I just popped up with a 12 months membership and being a girl and talking with and interacting with the whole chat. And I think he also noticed. People were like either flaming or being very nice to me. So he found out about me. He found out that I stream.
They were flaming you?
Well, some of the people, you know.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's right.
So no, but like everyone is cool with me now.
Okay.
But the idea is he created an he refreshed everything. The main organization is focused on CS:GO, the CS:GO esports, like the Romanian side of the esports. So we have a platform, we have a lot of competitions, and we the whole organization is focused on having the best, CS:GO team in Romania, which we are driving towards. We're winning in a lot of competitions. Yes. And he was like, well, while we're spawning this organization, why don't we make an organization with streamers? Like, we also make a network side of the thing with streamers. And he essentially didn't go for like biggest numbers and stuff like that. He only went with people that he knew or he helped or he had a good connection with. And out of the everyone was friends with him, just to be clear. I was only a person in his chat, but somehow he popped the question in one day like, hey, do you want to join do you want to join the organization? And
no shot.
Maybe. Yeah, and I don't know. I just said yes, obviously, because I was like, this is a really good opportunity for me, and I'm really grateful that it all happened.
Yeah, it's super dope, and I don't understand much of what's going on the All Stars because honestly, I don't understand the language. I see a lot of English stuff also, but I see you guys win a lot of matches on CS. I saw that a lot on your stories and their stories, and also like. It's such like a great platform, as you said, for like people from where you live and all that from like your own community to like help each other out and just promote each other out. And for real, I'm super stoked. Like I didn't think you would actually join an org, not now at least. But when I heard about it, I was so stoked. I was like, hell yeah, all stars. Youwanna's perfectly fit in there.
Yeah, I know, because you were in an org and stuff like that, and you were like, hey, why don't you join an org? And I was like, I don't know, it's not really my style, because I'm doing everything very solo, and I don't know, I don't like depending, or I don't know what being in an org will involve. And just because I was so passionate about the cause and so passionate about our teams and stuff like that, I think, and obviously they're doing a bit of charity work with me because I think I'm the smallest streamer in there. I don't know, I couldn't say no. That's what I like to call it.
Yeah, but as I said, they don't check really on numbers. They know you have got quality content. You're there, and also the skills, the CS:GO skills. I come back to it. Too easy, baby. Every matches that I see you play, you carry me so bad. I'm. Anyways, let's not get back.
I don't think I'm in the same match, for sure. I don't think I've experienced that.
Anyways, so what would your best tips for like someone in the chat or random that would like starting streaming on Twitch? Like one best tip to help them out.
Best tip to help them out. Let me think out. I think what people are definitely looking right now on Twitch is, putting in the bare minimum effort. And sometimes it's hard to, begin as a streamer and have all of the things ready, and I understand that. But having a decent overlay in the sense of you have a camera on top of your game and you have maybe some things that are showing goals and stuff like that. People like something to drive people forward. And also, I think a big thing for Twitch is having points, like using the points and having all of those really interesting reasons for people to stick around, get some points and get some rewards from you. So if you have this like straight off, I think you're gonna do okay. And then obviously just bring the good vibes, be yourself. It's gonna be hard not being yourself for that long of a period. So try to be yourself. Try to watch JaYmZ stream and see how he interacts with the public, how he's always talking about something, he's always enthusiastic, and if he's not talking with chat, he's flaming the people in the queue.
That's true.
So
that
hard.
Is true. There's always some content.
So have something about you and have something that makes your content be something. So yeah.
That's good. Some good tips. I would say like same thing as you. Even if you're streaming at 0 viewers or whatnot, just talk to chat like you were a billion in a chat. Just like, hey, what's up, chat? Keep going, keep the flow going, keep your energy, and play games that you like. Don't force yourself to play a CS because it's trendy or Valorant and you're not really enjoying it. Just try to vibe out for real. And also like network, talk to people. You know how I went to Youwanna just randomly, just hop in people's chat and I don't know, talk to them if you feel the vibe going, trying to get something going with them, get into some games, use the points, and all that. Also, invest in JaYmZ coins, that's true. Fair point you had there. Channel points is very good for engagement and like getting people to like, I don't know, be the ultimate simp for 50,000 JaYmZ coins or whatnot, and they just love it. So it's good to use every tool that Twitch gives you to like promote your stuff or add a new feature that streamers don't have in their stream. Okay, YouTube link. I'll check for YouTube links also later. No problem. Now I want to ask you. We've had experience, me and you, and I've noticed some in my stream and other people's stream. Top stuff that chat does that is annoying to us streamers. I can give out an example.
Go first, yeah.
When you're like 5 queued up with your friends, or you already full match and people are in the chat like, can I join? You've planned for weeks to play with them and the chat's like, can I join? Kick them out. I'm like, yo, chill, chat. Let me play my game. Oh yeah, you have any ideas?
Annoying things that my chat does.
Yeah.
I have to say, like, my community is pretty great. I get the vibes of what you said of like, can I join? But you can see on the screen that it's already 5 of us. But I don't really mind because like that would be a good excuse for me saying no because like we're already 5 of us. It's really hard for me to say no to people.
Me too.
I would say not an annoying thing, but it's like a funny but annoys me a bit kind of thing is that my mods keep deleting or banning random people that they have feuds with.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I am. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, just take the show. I'll leave. Goodbye.
Yeah, like my sometimes, like, you know, the chat is kind of dry, and like you have 3 people talking in there, and they delete, and like bunch of messages go out and delete. And you're like, oh come on.
I feel that so bad. I mean, I don't have so many mods because I have like 1 or 2 active mods, but I remember, especially my manager, whatever. Whenever he went on a streak and just banned a bunch of people just to troll, like half my viewers left just there. What are you doing? Yeah, I totally feel you. Or like chat. Sometimes, you know, after a stream, chat comes in DM. Hey, what's up, James? When you going live? You wanna play CS:GO after stream? Can we talk in a VC? It's like, come on, man. Like, I've been 8 hours with you in chat. Can you just give me my time to like relax a little bit? I don't know. But yeah.
I understand. Overall, sometimes one of the things like, I was like, what is happening? So sometimes when I open CS:GO, so obviously I have to open CS:GO because I have some weird settings, like it has to be stretched and stuff like that. For me to stream, so I have to open CS:GO before I open OBS. So sometimes before I set everything up, I open my CS:GO, and for a certain time, people were like, and I was opening my OBS, and people were like, oh, hello, how are you doing? And I was like, I'm not even live. I won't be live for 30 minutes. Genuinely. Like, and every time I open Steam, people would be up in my chat.
Oh, yeah.
But then I realized it's actually a really nice thing that people are so eager to maybe see my streams or play with me and stuff like that. So, like, I had to understand like where it's coming from, and I took it more like a compliment than as a bad thing. And I really like it when I see someone really ready in my chat to, you know, for things to start up.
Yeah, and that's cool when like they show up before you even do show up. You go and just open OBS, you see all that chat, and it gives you like a great boost for starting your stream, and you know, it puts you on the good vibe.
Definitely gives me the good vibes now.
Oh yeah. What are the like best connections, friends, whatever that you made through like Twitch or streaming or just networking overall?
Well, I think you've seen most of them in the chat right now.
Yeah.
I would say when I started, we were randomly raiding people, and some of the people that I raided or some of the people that raided me we kept either raiding each other or discussing or stuff like that. So I formed this what I called more like a streamer family kind of thing. So you might have seen Raj in the chat. You might see there's Sasha. There's a lot of genuinely really nice people that I've met through Twitch, and obviously you. I didn't mention, but we're obviously here for a reason. I think all of my mods, they are my mods because they're always in my chat, and there's genuinely not a way that I can thank them more for being there and supporting me. I haven't seen anyone being so supportive like as my mods, and that's why they are my mods. So you've seen Numb in the chat, you've seen Weston, Luke. So yeah, it's really touching that so many people put in so many hours to be watching me, and I don't know, I sometimes don't have good moods. I sometimes am not so entertaining, so seeing them that always in the chat is like heartwarming.
Yeah, I see a lot of your people in the chat trying to ban Mr. Dark. There's like so many like inside jokes within your community. It's so insane. Every time I hop on your Discord, there's like, well, Light is always getting banned or like whatever. But it's so nice to see, and yeah, yet again, like people
need to mention Glow and Light because otherwise they'll roast me.
Yeah, true,
Glow is my Romanian bestie, and Light is my OG mod. So
Okay,
shout
okay.
out to them.
That's sick. That's sick. And yeah, okay. Well, who are your main inspirations? Like either just content creators. Doesn't need to be platform specific, but that kind of motivated you or kind of pushed you to become the girl you are today.
That's a tricky question. I think all of the streamers that I'm watching affect me in one way or another. I feel like us as people are really influenceable in a sense. So like, I watch some of the streamers and they give me like their takes and stuff like that. I maybe reproduce and stuff like that. So definitely the organization leader or the owner is where I spend most of my time watching. I always like for the past 2 years I've constantly watched every single podcast that H3 has put out. So that's definitely some of the other things like like the way that they're structuring their content, the way that they're entertaining people is definitely something I'm looking out for and something I'm trying to enforce in my streaming.
Yeah. I remember, my top, inspiration would be probably XQC. You know, guys, I'm literally the Walmart version of XQC. Yeah, but as he once said, like, you take all these little parts from the streamers. Oh, this guy has a nice overlay. That's sick. Oh, this guy's every time he makes a joke or he says something, the chat does this. You take all these little parts and you incorporate it into your own stream and your own content. And I think that's really what makes what differentiate a regular streamer that just grinds every day the same game and doesn't really, get creative, and the people that take inspiration into others and make something like very crazy from all these ideas you've mixed together. Yeah, getting inspired from like bigger ones is really like helpful. Yeah.
Sorry, I wanted to add a bit of a, secret or information I don't think I wanted to say, but all of my YouTube videos are made in the style of Soviet Wombo. And I don't know if you watched him or if you know about him, but like I really like, even though there's like so many styles to edit your clips, I really, really, really like the way that he did it. I was watching every single episode, and it was the funniest thing. I think even from 6 years ago he was posting, and I was watching everything.
Damn.
So I think that's one big inspiration in terms of edits. Like the way he was popping text and making the whole simple action being more lively and stuff like that. I think that's a good. And if you don't know Soviet Wombo, you should probably check his stuff out.
Yeah, I know him because I am a big YouTube frog, but yeah, and also like you can see like the evolution of even on your content or my content from when we started with the basic edits, the literally jump cuts with small subtitles, to something more and more developed, like a timeline, like a story in each video and whatnot. And yeah, like I don't know if you've heard of the Misfits podcast, maybe on YouTube. Yeah, this was a big inspiration for me too. Like the Misfits, it's just, I don't know, they were my heroes when I was in high school, and they're the one that actually like really made me want to start a podcast of my own. Obviously, it's different vibe. It's not like much drug stuff and crazy stuff that they do, but it's more of a chill vibe.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I've never watched it. Okay, I gotta check it out.
Yeah, they do like crazy parties and all that. I am. I like to party a lot, like them, and
yeah, that's definitely one of. I don't know. Let's vote, but I wanna propose maybe answering some of the questions that chat has while they're at it.
Yeah, sure.
Because we can go back and forth, because I'm seeing them in my screen, and like we can just add them in our little chat that we're having right now.
Okay, well, if you see some, you can read them out and we can answer them.
Okay. So, what was the final push that made you think, yeah, I will start streaming? What was it for you?
Well, for me, I wanted to become a YouTuber, and when I got my laptop, I realized editing wasn't really my thing, and it takes a lot of process. I was like, I saw a lot of streamers, and it was like starting to be a thing. It wasn't really like, oh, you can become a streamer and make income out of it. So I said, yeah, you know what? Let's just stream it for the boys. Whoever want to watch it, I'll just stream it on. And I had like no webcam, no overlay, just gameplay. and I really liked it to like, even if nobody was watching for probably like the first year, just having this idea that maybe someone might pop in and just watch the content and actually enjoy it. I was so hyped by this idea, and that's really what pushed me even today, is like just seeing chat and seeing how they like what you're putting out and all the effort you're doing and all that. That's really what pushed me to start streaming, the chat itself. What about you?
If I were to, like, I already said the story of how I started streaming, but if I were to mention like a certain push that made me do it in that day, I would say I knew I was looking at overlay stuff, I was looking at how to set up OBS to record and stuff like that. I built my computer specifically to start recording my gameplay.
Oh, damn.
But because, I have a 3080, I ordered it and it took like 17 months. Okay, not 17 months, like 6 months for it to arrive.
Yeah.
I built my PC. That was my first experience with PC building even. I had a temporary GPU at the moment that I was using to, play games. And I couldn't wait anymore. I had my PC ready, and I think a week after I built it, I had to start streaming and stuff like that. So that's what started, like, that was the final push for me.
Nice. And did you get like, what did it take long for you to like kind of build your own audience and get people in the stream? Because for me, it literally took like 2 years into like 0 viewer, ND, and like nobody chatting. I was wondering, because I discovered you pretty early too. How was it for you when you started the stream?
So, yeah, definitely. People were always telling me, "Oh, you're a girl. It's gonna be so easy and stuff like that." And you're taking the softest, like the easiest route to Twitch. And I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna take this easiest route to Twitch. I'm a girl. I cannot change that." But you have to have 40 followers to get the affiliate. And I was like, oh, I'm definitely gonna hit 40 followers so easy. But when I started Twitch, it wasn't as fast as I was expecting. Like, people weren't there to shower me, oh my god, you're a streamer, I'm following you and stuff like that. Like, there's no, as people were saying, I think a lot of Twitch streamers talked about this issue. There's no way that your stream will be pushed to people to watch unless there's a reason for it to watch them. So if you want to promote your stream, the only way to promote your stream would be through other platforms. For example, now everyone has TikTok, and all of the first TikToks are boosted just so people can find your account. So that's a good way to promote yourself. I wasn't really promoting myself. I just went there and I thought people will find me, and it wasn't that fast as I was expecting.
Yeah.
Like, there was no wave of bots at any point for me that were following and stuff like that. But I don't know, it's still like, once it grew, it definitely grew really nice, and I really like the evolution of my channel. But the beginning was really rough on my mental health, to be fair.
When you're expecting to like start streaming and in a month I'll be good, I'll have some people in the chat, and you realize no, you're still at 0.
Yeah, pretty much.
Weston94, what do you guys think of Sasha's new org announcement? Actually, that's really funny because we literally delayed the stream 1 hour just to see what the announcement was, and for you guys to like kind of have time to get the announcement and kind of not cope. We didn't know what it was either, so we were just like, maybe, I don't know, she stopped streaming forever, maybe I don't know. And finally she's joined, I think it was Coalescence or some, I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm too bad at English, but I'm super happy for her, even though I don't really know her that much. Just, it's a big step to just join an org overall, and I'm super happy for her.
Yeah, same for me. I didn't know what's happening. Also see that that's the same organization that Flick has joined, so seems like a good place to be in. And I didn't even know like Flick and Sasha interacted, so that's also interesting. And Nam said that he wants to see All Stars versus Coalescence in a game, and I definitely would like to see that too. If there's any competition that All Stars can beat Coalescence, just let us know. I'm kidding.
That's great. I like that. PCG question for James. CSGO or Valo? I already know you wanna choose Valo, Kappa. Okay, nah, listen. People know. CSGO is way better than Valorant. Valorant came after. Come on. CSGO's the OG thing. It's just the best. It's just the best. I saw you play some Valorant though.
Yeah, I started playing some Valorant. I really like having fun and having less of a pressure. Exclusive for JaYmZ podcast, I wanted to say why. I've been playing a lot of CS:GO. I really like to have the flexibility to switch between games if I want to, and I feel like. But especially, I feel like in CS:GO, I wasn't really putting much time into it, and I see a lot of really really good players. If they don't play for a week or a month or stuff like that, they're no longer the same level they would be as they usually were. And I don't know, I felt bad. Like, I was editing my streams and stuff like that, and I felt bad going back and not seeing a good highlight or not seeing a really interesting thing. And I think even my mindset changed a lot in CSGO, because I was like so hyped to be going around and playing and so hyped to, I don't know, meet random people in my lobby. But then it just turned into toxicity of me trying so hard and trying to be not as trash as I am. Yeah. And I feel like it was a good point to break a bit on CSGO, maybe play some games offline and try to get my skills a bit better. So I don't just provide, I don't want to provide bad content, and I'm not gonna say I'm the best CSGO player, but I don't want to be the trashiest one and streaming and being annoying and being try hard. So Valorant break, I think, is really good for me overall, and I might still be doing it while I do some CSGO in the background. But yeah.
That's sick.
Don't kill me.
Don't kill me. But yeah, I realized that too, because when you're streaming, you're playing the game, you're losing all your game, you don't see how could chat enjoy watching me getting clapped every single round. But for you, you're just kind of chatting, talking to chat. But for them, it's their whole content. Whatever you're saying, they're not especially watching for kills or whatnot. But in the streamer mentality, when you're playing the game, it's like, yo, I'm trash right now. What's going on? And I wish I could do better. I feel you. And I was in this toxic mentality of trying hard and getting my rank up. But when I stopped playing for 2-3 months, they deranked me back to silver. From that point on, I said, yo, hey, fuck it, I'm just gonna play the game for the lols, because this game is literally trolling me right now. You're far from being trashy in CSGO. Okay, shocker, you're not simple, but you're still good. See, I tell you.
Thank you, Nam. What was your biggest challenges so far in streaming, James?
Biggest challenges. I get into a lot of projects, because after the 2 years of streaming from my laptop and kind of understanding that I need to do more and actually think about ideas and concepts and work on them for a longer time than just pulling up to the stream and just playing my games, going to sleep and doing this every day. I start a lot of projects at the same time. And the podcast, JaYmZ SMP, revamp, APT LAN, and there's always something next. And I think sometimes the biggest challenge is I want to do so much stuff, but me being alone, I'm already grinding almost 24/7, and I can't do more. But I've signed up for so many projects that I feel like I'm not producing enough. So I'm always okay, I'll stay up to 3 a.m. Fuck it, I'll finish this. And at the end of the week, I'm super tired. The JaYmZ SMP starts, I'm hella tired. I'm still streaming it because I need to. I think my biggest challenge is to make a more structured plan of what I want to do and how I want to lay it out, instead of, okay, I have 10 ideas right now, let's start them all right now and start producing everything. And yeah, but I'm learning. It's a process, and I've just recently started working on bigger projects with the LAN parties and the servers and whatnot, so it'll take some time, but I'm getting there. What about you, Youwanna?
I definitely can relate with too many projects. I wouldn't say I have big projects as you do. You're definitely an inspiration in terms of things to do to improve your content and stuff like that. But I definitely have a lot of things in my mind and maybe do a lot of background work on my stream that people see really little of, and myself being slightly crazy, putting some effort into a YouTube content or any sort of outside content. Sometimes it reduces the amount of hours I stream, which is counterintuitive in a way, but yeah. Another challenge I would say is, I think, like the mental impact. Again, I saw some people talking in today's podcast about streaming is not really for everyone, and I kind of agree with that. I feel like you have to have some sort of good mental stability to be able to go out there and stream and be as happy and be as ecstatic, even though you're not seeing the same numbers as you were seeing before. I never thought I would be looking at numbers. I don't have a clear goal of numbers that I want to go for. It's just really painful when you're seeing the numbers go down from your usual numbers, and you don't really know the reason of why that is happening. Like every time, before going to stream, this is a particular example, but every time I go live, I have this goal of followers and subscribers, and every time I have to adjust because it doesn't really update automatically.
Same here. I know what you're talking about.
And it's so depressing to be going like, oh, I had 530 followers. I have to put 525 followers now. This is so nice. I am dying inside. So definitely, like, having a good support system around you, or like being able to take those maybe more than once, like definitely more than once, is like a bit of a hard side of streaming.
Yeah. I understand totally what you mean, and even for myself, when I did like the 24-hour streams and I was just doing 12-hour streams every weekend almost, I had a crazy, for me at least, a crazy like subscriber count. I was like at 70 or 75, and after that I started projects that take like more time to kind of create, and so the content was just more, regular and less like intense, 12 hours and whatnot. And from the 70, I went down to, I'm still going down to this day. I'm down to 19, and I just saw like, because when you're streaming, it's waves. Sometimes you get crazy exposure, you go high, then you go down low, then you go high, and it's just seeing you going from a super high to a super low, and it's so bad for like your mental. And when you start a stream, you're like, fuck, I gotta start everything again from like last week, and there's a bunch of challenges just like trying to grow your stream overall.
Yeah.
I think you had some questions from your Q&A.
Slightly. So I have some, but I ask people to ask me random questions because I don't want to, I don't want what's your life story type of questions. Okay. So I'm just gonna reply some of them. Who is the first Youwanna and why you're Youwanna 2? This refers to the fact that I'm Youwanna 2 on Instagram. And funny fact is, Youwanna is essentially taken everywhere. And I don't think it's taken by actual Romanian Youwannas who are trying to be funny with their names. But yeah, I don't know. I think people already know the story of my name so far. Yeah. But it was a coincidence of trying to explain people, like English people, how to pronounce my name. Yeah. And that really happens later in my, later. Already all of the possible names on the internet are taken. But yeah, I wasn't expecting to call myself Youwanna. It's really hard to find a brand for yourself.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And it's really important also. So I don't know, sometimes I think I have various types of Youwanna, and on Twitch I'm Youwanna_, but on some of them I'm either Youwanna 2 or Youwanna 8.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, that's true.
Youwanna 8, I put 8. First of all, I really like the number 8, but I put it because it sounds like 8, like I've eaten something. Yeah, and Youwanna 2, like you want to do something. I don't know. I'm.
That's really funny.
I'm just putting random numbers because Youwanna is taken, and I hate those people. But yeah. Also, we got another question of where is it? Yeah. What's the next hair color I'm going to have?
Red, please, red.
Did you like the red? What? So yeah, I've gone through some color changes, some more obvious than others. My last edit was all with footage of red hair, which was really interesting to go back and watch. But like, I think that maybe the hairstyle wasn't the most appropriate, but the color wasn't as bad as I was picturing it.
Okay.
Red is kind of tempting, but it's hard to maintain.
Oh yeah?
Let's just call it that,
big
because
hair
like
guy.
your roots grow and you have to re-dye them red and keep doing that all over. Because this is my natural hair. Like what you're seeing at the top is my natural hair.
Yeah, yeah.
So but the actual honesty is that I am like as every girl, I'm trying to beat the urge of cutting my hair short.
Why?
I am
What
in
is
a
that
phase.
trend?
I don't know. I'm in a phase where I really like. I'm seeing. I feel like all of the content that I'm seeing, or anything that I'm like everything that is on my Instagram is with cute short hair. Like not short, but like I don't know, neck length. And I'm trying to beat the urge of doing that. But if I were to go for a color, I think I'll just go for more of a gray blonde instead of a blonde, because I really like that as well.
I was thinking maybe next 24-hour stream I'd put like a goal there that for my
oh my god,
my hair tips to be red or something. I don't know yet. But
oh my god, that would be interesting. Yeah.
I don't know, but I guess we're gonna see next 24-hour streams.
you wait. I'm gonna give you a suggestion.
Yeah.
What if you do your whole hair like take the color off so it's blonde?
Yeah.
And when it grows out, because for boys it grows out so fast, do the tips red then.
Oh yeah?
I
know
think
nothing
so.
about hair, but I guess
I think in like 2 weeks you're gonna have like only the tips blonde anyway. I don't know how fast you go to the barber shop, but I expect it's something like 1 month at most.
Exactly.
Because like you gotta have the fade.
Yeah,
so if you turn your hair blonde, maybe everything but the roots, it's gonna grow out really fast, and you can do the roots red.
I wonder how I would look with their blonde hair. I don't think I'd be
You're gonna be the fade XQC. It's fine. Think of it like that.
Oh my god, no! I'm gonna become XQC.
Oh yes.
About cutting hair, from my understanding, it's a cool thing that you can brag about when you're older. Yeah, because when you're older, you don't have hair. JaYmZ Marble Fade, what are you guys doing? No!
Oh my god, imagine marble fade hair.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like that. Oh yeah. That's a good idea. Thanks, Num.
And yeah, I think most of them are random, like, random questions that, but I also got asked this in Romanian, but I wanted to ask you as well. What makes you proud of yourself? I want to know what's your...
Me proud of myself? Actually, let me see. I honestly... What makes me proud of myself? One thing, I'm not like extremely proud, like, oh, I made it in life, I'm so cool and all that. I'm more like proud about myself because I gave myself some roles, not some roles, but I gave myself some objectives, goals, and I can literally not stop until I've reached those goals. And even when I get there, there's always like new ones coming out. And some things I realized, there's so many people that want to become streamers, or I want to become an astronaut, I want to write a book, but so many people that doesn't do anything to get there. And I think one thing that I'm actually proud of myself is when I have an idea and a project I'm really passionate about, I'll go and do it, and I'll go like the extra 9 miles to make it extra sick and really make it my way. You know?
Sounds cool.
What about you? Something makes you hella proud of yourself?
Well, I already said, like, I replied on my story, but I think, like, that was also in Romanian, so for maybe people didn't really look into it. I just said that all of the little projects and all of the effort that I've put in to reach the position I'm in right now. Mm-hmm. So that would mean all of the grind, all of the hours that I put into my Twitch, into my, like, YouTube edits and stuff like that. And also I think for me, my university and work are definitely a big thing in my life, just because I've put so much effort and so much, like, there's been so many years of my life into that. So I think I'm still calling my final project my baby, just because I've put so many months into it, and like it's been annoyingly how it sucked all the life from me. But yeah, I've done a pretty interesting project, and I'm proud of myself for being able to grind through that, pick that particular theme, and
Hmm.
go on and finish the uni with that.
Yeah, I know, I know that you are a real grinder, because when I know you just changed job, but when you were at your last job, I know you stand so late to finish your projects, and you were always like, "Oh my god, guys, I would love to stream right now, but I gotta do this and I gotta do that." And the regular viewers, they'll be like, "Oh, streamer's not here. I'm so sad. That I'm unsubscribing." But the actual like people that do content creation, or know how it feels to like grind for what you want to do. Yeah, yes, you cancel stream, but it's for a better good. And I really see it into you, that you put hours and really time into what you love.
To be fair, the messages of I'm canceling this stream are never gonna get easier. It's always like such an annoying thing, and for that particular time in my life, I there was certain points of time where I had a lot to work on, but also a lot of times where I couldn't really say no, because like that wouldn't go with what I was doing at my work.
Yeah.
So it was really like against my will to cancel the streams. Like I really wanted to be there and stream and stuff like that, but I had to things to do in my work, and yeah.
Yeah, I get that totally. Like,
But I feel like the whole grind that I did, and the place that I'm right now in my work, I don't really talk much about my work, because most of the stuff I'm not really allowed to say.
okay.
But uh, the fact that I've grinded, so like, might be a lot of in the background that people don't see, but I've grinded a lot to be changing the place I'm working in and working on a different project and a different team. And the fact that I've reached this point, it really amazes me. Like I really sometimes you really need to take a step back and look at all the efforts that brought you to the point that you're in, and the fact that you're happy with your current state is all thanks to those hours put in of effort.
That's true. That's true. Like, even us, we do stream often and whatnot. It's been a while we've been doing it, but sometimes we don't really realize, like, what, how much effort we had to put in to just get where we are today. And like, even like if we do like sometimes very low streams, like very low viewer streams or whatnot, I still been streaming for 4 years, and we've been doing insane amount of projects and videos and concept and all that. And you forget about that once it's kind of done, but you've done it, and it's something that there's value in there, and it can't be just like, oh, nothing happened and you're just like a bad streamer now or whatnot.
In a way, that's one of the things that I really like about YouTube, is the fact that your past is like remains in there. Sometimes it's annoying that Twitch deletes all of this stuff,
Yeah.
which I do understand is like long streams and stuff like that. And I have some like the only throwback to my initial days when I didn't have any of the setup or different things is some of the highlights that
Like
or
clips and all
clips
that.
that get saved. But other than that, there's no throwback to my first stream. So
That's
that's
really
kind of sad.
I know when was my first stream, because there's like some website or whatever that kind of track your stats and whatnot. I've been
Oh,
in there,
what?
and yeah, I'm watching this like at work. I'm like scrolling at people's stats and what the trends going on and all that.
You have to give me the link. I want to know. I generally don't know when it's my first day of streaming, because I have no way to track it.
I think it's like, is that it? No, that's not it at all. God damn it. Okay,
Twitch
never mind.
Inspector.
That's for like bitrate. I just have so
Oh,
many
okay.
websites, I get confused.
Okay,
But,
it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I think I started streaming like literally 5 days after my birthday. It's whenever I had enough money saved to buy my laptop, probably around my birthday. And I think I have one clip or like some clips of my first few streams. The microphone is so bad. It's literally the laptop's microphone.
Oh my god.
My parents were walking in the room. I was set up over there back then, and you could just see straight at the door. So my dad would walk in shirtless and just take some food off the mini fridge or whatever.
Oh my god, the shirtless dads is like
yeah.
epic.
It's a classic.
I'm thinking of like what would have happened if I were to start my streaming career out of my like parents' home, and like, oh my god, my parents will not care about me having. Maybe they will care about me having cameras. They will definitely not show up because like they know it's an important stuff like that. Yeah. But they will be there speaking. Yeah. And I'm sure like they will be in my camera somewhere.
Oh yeah. Like they think they're being slick, but you can see them on the feedback. You're like, oh god.
James, we have an interesting question from Mano.
Is that a computer behind you or Iron Man? It's pretty much both, man. You know, I work at a computer store. Most of you guys know this, and I've been building computers for about 4 years, and I take all my old parts and I always like upgrade and upgrade and upgrade. And so this is really my white PC build turned into an Iron Man futuristic red and black build, and my motherboard is still white. There's still some white parts in there, the RAM sticks and all that, but cries with shirtless dads in the back. Oh god.
You have to read Nam's sentence.
Okay, I'll read it. Just writing to thank you guys for streaming. With world situation being what it is lately, it's thanks to you people like you can maintain feeling social in this hard time. Oh Nam, thank you so much.
I'm crying.
It's literally why we do this. Like we want to see you happy and enjoy the content, and like, yes, I play the games, I enjoy playing the games, but I would not play as much games and be in front of my computer as much without you guys. And that's where you come really important role. Whenever you see a streamer, even if it's not like your favorite streamer, you just see a random guy, just drop in a chat and say, hey, I really like the stream, even though I'm just here for like 30 minutes or whatnot, or, you know, drop a follow, drop a sub. It always supports us, and yeah, thank you for being here, man.
Yeah, there's this people who are saying like, oh, I like to watch streams, but I don't really like to write in the chat or like be like, we call it in Romanian băcare de seamă, like you don't want to be in there and like, oh, how are you doing? I'm so important and stuff like that. No, it's just you communicating with the streamer, and I think it's a really important thing to be chatting, even though it's a bit out of your comfort zone. You are on the internet, like. People are taking so many risks just because they're on the internet and saying whatever that passes through their head. Yeah. You can definitely pop whatever you think of on a streamer's chat, because sometimes it's really rough to see the chat dry when you are streaming, and I think that's the biggest impact. Like if there is one person talking in your chat, that genuinely makes your stream like 70% better.
Yeah, that's true.
In my opinion. I don't know, don't kill me.
No, it's true. Like, whenever you stream, okay, first hour there's nobody, it's fine. They'll come. You see the viewer go up, you're at 9 viewers, still nobody in chat. You're like, okay, sure. 3 hours, 4 hours, and you have this random guy that he's like Spanish, you don't even understand what he's saying, but he's just there enjoying the content and typing, and you're so grateful for just him chilling in your chat. But yeah.
Yeah,
left a follow to the young lady. She is in a good mood. She will teach me even more English. The idea of the live is cool, by the way. Thank you, man.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
If you had the ability to pause time, what game would you want to finish first? Yeah, you start, Youwanna.
What? I have no idea.
I would say
finish? Why do we have to finish games? I just see this pattern in my life that I don't finish anything. Like all of the things important to me, like all of the Netflix series, all of that, I just have like 20 minutes left in the series not finished. I don't know why. I'm not saying I don't like
crazy.
Things.
That's weird.
But because I play a lot of online games, I'm really driven by playing with people.
Yeah.
I would say I don't know if I have a game that I would really like to finish. But I would definitely grind on a game really hard so I can get my skills up.
True.
Currently, that's my overview currently. Maybe.
I would say getting over it. I played it on a 24-hour stream, and it's probably the reason why I didn't make it to the end of the 24-hour stream. The little man in the bucket is so terrorizing. I cannot do anything, and whenever I reach a new high score, I instantly get back down to the start. So yeah, it'd probably take me like 2 or 3 lives to actually get through the game.
Can you say the name of the game again? Game again? I don't think.
It's Getting Over It by.
Yeah. I watched you play it. I never catch the name of the game, but it's like, oh my god, I would die of anger playing that game.
Yeah, there's so many games that... Usually these games are from like content creators or streamers that I watch on either Twitch or YouTube, and I'm like, oh, I want to play this game actually, that looks dope. I try them out, and I start raging, and I give up. Let's see. Actually, I can show it right here. So we have... Getting Over It. This is the game I was talking about. It's like the man in the bucket thing, and as you can see, I played 5 hours and never played again. And there's this new game that I bought yesterday. I think it's I bought it like at midnight. Oh god, I lost it. I don't even know what the name is. Oh, City Skyline. I saw XQC play this, and you're literally building a city with like you can do trains, you can do literally everything, and it looks so dope. Yeah, trains. And I don't know. There's these games that you just play once or twice and you never really go back to, but it was a good time, a good souvenir, a good memory. I know. Yeah, that was my little plug to my new game I found, Pre-Poggers.
So, if you can erase a game and start it over as if you've never played it, what would it be?
CS, take me out.
I don't know, the ranking system is highly different now in CSGO, and I feel like it's really annoying to get back into whatever you were back in the day. So I don't know if I'll pick CSGO. I don't have any answer to your... Because again, I don't play a lot of story games. But I know there's a lot of games I won't erase what I've like my history with them, just because I have such good memories playing it and playing with certain friends. So like Minecraft, Sims, and stuff like that. I feel like particularly those games, I would do anything else but erase the memories that I have on those games.
Yeah, I don't think there's any game I want to like erase, because there's like all these. Sometimes I'll be playing. I remember like when I was young and playing with Xbox split screen with my two brothers. There's like these random ass game that you play just as a kid, and let's say you play. In my case, it was Dungeon Defenders 2. I used to play that on Xbox, and I was listening to always the same playlist when I played the game with my brothers, like some dubstep or whatever. And whenever I hear a song from that playlist, I instantly remember Dungeon Defenders 2 and the good vibes I had with my little brothers. This is literally like priceless. You can't delete these memories, and even if it's technically a shit game, I had good memories on it. So. Yeah.
But again, going on the question that Mano had. I know like one of my friends asked me this once, and it's like the best question ever. What TV series, like whatever series, would you erase the memory of watching and watch again?
Watch again? Oh.
Like yeah, like watching it like the first time.
I would say there's two that comes to my mind. I would say Black Mirror. I don't know if you heard of it.
Yeah,
yeah, it's very like kind of a bit weird and technological, futuristic type of thing, but I really enjoy it. It really gives you another take on society and whatever future God's reserved for us. But there's also, how's it called, man? I watched literally like 3 seasons of it, and I don't remember the name. You know this little office that's not The Office, but with there's this girl receptionist and this guy. I can't.
It sounds a lot like The Office, if you ask myself.
Fuck.
If you ask me.
It guys, no. I can't remember. It's like a police force.
Oh my god, I know. Brooklyn. No.
Yes, Brooklyn 99. Yeah,
oh my god, I love Brooklyn 99. Yes. Oh my god, that's such a good one. Yeah. That has to be on my favorite list. Yes. I think for me, I have to say How I Met Your Mother. It's like a really important series that I watched, and I watched it when I had like my exam season in uni, and I was so stressed. I had no free time, and whenever I was cooking something or doing something, I was putting that in the background, and it was giving me like I was sleeping on it. I was like, okay, all the things. And it was giving me the best vibes, and it was always so funny and always there for me, like when I was, I don't know, anxious and stuff like that. And I don't think I can find something that I don't have to constantly watch and don't have to constantly have in my face right now, or just be casually funny. And all of the comedy to be around one single episode. So yeah, I would really like to have that in my life right now.
I have trouble with like movies. The movies that are like 2 hours or like long attention span, I can't. I need like series that last for like 30 minutes and I can go sleep and watch another part of the series. I can't just watch 2 hours straight of a movie. I get so bored. Any movie, I don't know. First song that comes to mind when one asks favorite song and why you like it. My song is Mike Stud from actually it's These Days from Mike Stud. It's a rap song. Why do I like it? I actually do not know. I had a big graffiti phase back when I was young, and this music was just like every time I'd go out and be creative, do some art, drawing, whatever, it was always this music. So I guess that's my favorite song. What about you, Youwanna? I wonder what kind of music.
Oh my god, I don't really have one. Sorry, I'm searching for it because I forgot. So it is. So it's not really my favorite song, but I think it's the favorite song that if you ask me on the spot, and I generally don't have any current favorite songs. No, I'll pick two. I just gotta pick two. So it's Got Really Dead by Black Sabbath. I don't know. I listened to a lot of metal when I was younger, and I still listen to it, but like less frequently. Back then, it was the only thing that I really listened, and I really like metal in the sense that they're putting the effort to make the song. Like they're not just putting two beats and throwing it out there, and like they're buying some lyrics from someone and that's it. I feel like metal is a lot of effort put into it and a lot of meaning put into the lyrics, and particularly that song, it has the song transforms throughout its course, and it's more like two songs combined into one, and also it has the best tempo for me to power walk, and I always listen to that when I was when I was really young and going to school or trying to have a good vibe and get myself some confidence. And more recently, I would say that Calypso is more of a techno vibey kind of song, but I all of my memories in the club, like people were spamming it, so all of my memories attached to that song are with me forever. So yeah,
there's these club music that you don't really listen to, but whenever they hit the radio, you're like, oh, that's from that club. I remember that night.
Yeah.
What's your guilty pleasure song? I have one song that is like, I don't know how to say that in English. You know how it's like cute, a bit not cringe, but it's "Fly Me to the Moon" by John Sinatra. I love this song.
That's pretty nice. What? How is that a guilty pleasure?
I don't know. It's you don't see like a guy just like, oh yeah, "Fly Me to the Moon." Yeah, that's my banger.
That's really smooth. What are you talking about? I have the most embarrassing guilty pleasure song.
What is it?
So,
Sharka-doo-doo?
I will say it just because on Spotify I had this playlist, Guilty as Pleasure, with only this song. And it's a Romanian band, which I kind of hate, but that song is so good, and it's called Shatra se întoarce, or something like that. It's in Romanian. If people want to look it up, I can help you look it up, but it's just, I don't know, it pops, and I really don't like their songs, and I don't know, listening to them is somehow embarrassing in my group of friends, so it's kind of an embarrassing guilty pleasure.
That's good. I don't know any songs from Romanian songs or songs from other
I
countries.
can give you the link to it.
Yeah,
If you want to try
I'll put it on the
sometimes.
stream.
What?
Yeah, I want to.
I don't know if that's
that's not
that's
gonna
a
be
good
too
idea.
wet,
It's PG. I think it's kind of PG, but it's just a lot of Romanians.
yeah.
But yeah, guilty pleasure. Don't judge me.
That's Youwanna the club. I don't understand what they're saying.
I don't know. It's just
That's a banger.
singing about them being cool.
Oh, okay.
And they're using this auto-tune, which I completely hate. But I don't know why this song is like giving like big D vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the best way I can explain it.
That's exactly it. That's funny.
All right. I think it might be time to come back to some of the questions that you had.
Yeah. I was wondering because I'm a big the biggest D vibes. Yeah, exactly, Snoop. I was wondering because for myself, I do have like a very precise routine every day, and if I don't stick to it, I am completely lost and I do not know what to do. Do you have a routine, or do you just kind of wing it throughout the day?
To be fair, I'm always a planner, so I always try to have a routine. I never have it. But I do have like I can make a summarize of my day. It's usually me working like 9 to 5, obviously. Me trying to go for a walk and hopefully not doing it at night because I'm scared of all of these foxes that are in UK everywhere.
That's crazy.
And yeah, in the evenings it's either gym or stream like this, or I'm living outside of my parents' home, so I have to cook and I have to clean.
Yeah.
So it's either gym, stream, or cooking and cleaning.
Damn, that's a
Who's Jim? I don't know. It's a good guy.
I know you go a lot to the gym. I don't really train that much anymore since high school, but I see you always at the gym somehow.
Not always at the gym. I try to go for 3 days a week.
That's pretty good.
90% of the time I don't get 2 days, 3 days in the week. Like I maybe get 2. I don't know. There's a lot of things. Like as I said, I don't really have a routine because I'm so bad at, I don't know. I'm a planner, but a bad planner.
Okay. For my part, I would say my routine. I wake up in the morning. I don't eat breakfast any day. I just don't eat breakfast. And then take the bus because I got no car. You already know, no license. So I take the bus skateboard on the summer, and I get to work for like 9 to 6. Then I get home, and usually before every stream, I do my little sesh outside, and I get the content, the juice. And after, like, let's say I start streaming from 8 to 12, I have like 1 hour in between me reaching home and me starting stream. So I do my sesh, I kind of prepare the stream ultra fast, I eat on the side a little bit. Then I do the juice until midnight. And then I keep myself 1 or 2 hours for like extra content, like YouTube stuff, TikTok stuff, Instagram stuff. And I go to bed. And on weekends, I just wake up at 2. I wake up at 1 or 2, and then I just stream all day and go to sleep, pretty much.
I'm highly impressed that one after you come back from work, you just stream. That's probably goals for me.
Probably not healthy, but I'm just like too much of a grinder. If I get home and I'm just kind of, whenever I'm just chilling, on my bed, watching TikToks, whatever, just watching TV, I always feel so unproductive, even though like I've just done crazy amount of work. I can't really sit down for some reason. The only time I allow myself to chill out and enjoy content is when I do my sesh with the boys. Usually I watch a YouTube video or we watch some content, and then I get straight back to work, and the only time I kind of relax again is when I go back to sleep at night. I watch some videos and I go to bed.
Can't relate in U/UK rules.
How did the police story in the building end? What is the story?
Oh yeah, okay. Okay. It might sound crazy, but I was saying this a couple of days ago on my chat. The police were here because of a murder that happened in my block. And for like not 2 weeks, 1 week, they were guarding the entrance in my building and the entrance in that flat. And they had logs of everyone who was coming in and why they were coming in and why they were going out. And I was saying the last update was that they found two highly young girls, like 21 and 20, and they were being suspicious about them in regards with the murder. And yeah, the update is that those two were charged with, and they were they were having the court date yesterday. So I don't have any other updates besides that. But interesting update, besides the two girls being charged with murder,
crazy.
There's another two people, one 18-year-old girl and another 20-year-old boy being arrested with a suspicion of murder for one person living in my block. That's the craziest thing. And I don't know, I was a bit relieved that it was like two 20-year-old girls being accused of murder in my block, because then there's no like weird delinquent running around and murdering people. But then it's four random people that are not from my city who murdered this random dude, and like the age gap between them, like the victim is 44 and all of those are 20. And I don't know, it's just really scary. I don't know, I'm no longer safe. I no longer feel safe.
God, what's going on in UK? I feel like there's a lot of street stuff happening over there. I hear a lot of stories.
It's crazy. Like, a lot of stabbing to the point that the police cars have lives, not knives, on them. Bro, when are we putting lives under knives ever? Like, the amount of, I don't know if this was that type of crime, but the amount of knife crime in UK is crazy.
That's crazy.
Well, in the absence of guns, people.
Youwanna with guns?
I was saying that in the absence of guns, people are using knives because US has a really big problem with the guns.
That's.
We have them regulated, but then people just find workarounds to be evil.
Yeah, I would say that Montreal certainly has its own a lot of gangs and organized crime. I live kind of in the suburbs, so it's a cool spot. Even though somebody got murdered across my block too, maybe 2 years ago. So you're never really safe wherever you live. So I don't know what to say, man. It's just scary out there. What the crazy people are doing.
Double safe about locking my door right now.
Yeah, I tend to forget to lock the door whenever I go out, and my mom really hates me for it. But obviously, I'm here to defend the whole family. I'm the big brother, so I got it. Do I have any other questions? Let me see. Okay, I wanted to ask you this. I know it's pretty random. I found that pretty funny. Does all water taste the same, and which one is your favorite brand? Because I damn know that bottled water do not taste the same. And I wanted to know which one was your pick. If you have all the options for you.
I agree. Not all water tastes the same. Like, I am definitely kind of not picky. I wouldn't say picky, but water doesn't taste the same. In UK, there's a lot of houses who have two taps. So you have a tap with cold water where you can drink the water out of that, and a tap with hot water. And it's really annoying because you have to do this with your hands to be able to get both, get a mixture of temperatures. I don't know how they thought about this, but I never drank tap water in UK because where are you getting your water from? In Romania, I know we had really, really nice rivers amongst the mountains and stuff like that. I've seen the water in UK though. Well, I'm not drinking that water out of the taps. So definitely I always had to go for bottled water. And the bottled water in UK is decent. My favorite water is not actually, obviously I really like, is it Voss? Yeah, Voss water is really nice. I particularly like that. But my favorite water
That's a
is.
fancy water. What the heck?
It's not really fancy. Like, it's not Fiji water. I don't think I've drank Fiji water. Just, yeah.
Yeah, Fiji. Okay.
But I'll give you a link of my actual favorite water. So, we have a bottled water in Romania, and that's gonna be my favorite just because it genuinely tastes the best. Like, I've tried Voss, and this is better. It's called Bucovina, which is just an area in Romania, and it's supposed to be out of Romanian rivers, but it genuinely tastes the best. This is the best bottled water that, if they are gonna bring me to a hotel, like in 20 years from now, being a special invite, and like my request will be, bring me Bucovina water. And they'll be like, what? And like, I don't know, outsource it out of Romania, do something.
Send someone.
It's
It's not my problem.
Yeah, it's not my problem. Like, I need to drink something. Do you want me to?
Yeah, dehydrated or what?
I'm obviously joking, but you know, it is the top tier water.
I've never tried this,
In my
but
opinion.
I think the shape and the solidity of the bottle really plays a role into what the water feels like. I don't know. If I get the cheap water bottles that crunches whenever I hold it, it doesn't taste good. That cannot taste good. I'd say the
Agree.
Esca water. Probably I'm too basic with my answer, but yeah, Esca water.
Show me. I never heard of that.
What? Esca. Oh, that's too.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
god, that's bad. What? Nestle water? Maybe? What the- Yeah, no, that's the cheap one. Oh god, that's very cheap.
Oh, the Nestle.
Yeah, Nestle
Oh,
water
okay.
is kind of cheap. There's this one that's extra cheap. That's like the fucking hometown water bottle. This. Oh god, this crunches so bad. It's actually awkward. You hold this and it disintegrates in your hands. But yeah, I'd say Esca for my part. I don't. Really
Do you want me to tell you a funny story regarding water?
Yeah.
Can you search up Evian water?
Evian.
Wait,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna-
I know actually. Evian water. Hold up.
So when I came to UK, okay, fine. I don't know. It might be funny to me. It might not be so funny to other people. No, but when I came to UK, because there's such a big currency difference in between Romanian currency and UK pounds. UK pounds is like going overboard by this point. But you know, when you pay some like a issue that Romanians have when they come to UK is they don't really. So they either don't translate the value of the things in pounds. So if a water is like £2, that's 10 Romanian currency, which is a bit more than you would spend for a small bottle of water.
Okay.
And there's the other people who do take this step forward and translate everything into Romanian currency to see if it's worth it.
Yeah.
And they are just get depression out of how expensive things are in UK.
True.
But I wasn't doing this conversion, and I was going to shops and trying to decide of what water to buy, and I was seeing this Evian water saying, "Oh, it's the safest even for newborn children." And I was like,
Damn.
if it's safe for newborn children, that's the type of water I want to drink. And that was my regular water. I was buying that water as a regular water, and people were like, but that's kind of expensive. Why are you buying this? I'm like, is it expensive though? It's like just a slight difference from other water, but it's definitely an impact in your wallet if you keep buying that.
Yeah.
But every time I travel, that's my go-to because like airports have crazy prices for water anyway.
Yeah.
So this water is the same price as normal water, so might as well get my fancy water while I'm at it.
Oh god. PCNum, what'd you say was the luckiest and unluckiest event in your lives? I feel like luck is kind of you make your own luck. There's like 50% that's you make your own luck and 50% that's actual luck. Random event, being born, that was pre-poggers. Other than that, I don't know. I think my luckiest event will be when I go to TwitchCon and I'll meet XQC because I'll be stalking him around. That's be my luckiest because it's totally random. And the unluckiest, honestly, I don't know. I'm not that unlucky in life. I would say I have pretty solid luck. Uh, but I lost a lot of money into cases CS:GO, so that's probably unlucky. How about you? Do you have any very lucky incidents
Um, I
or
have lucky
unlucky?
incidents, to be fair. I don't think I'll have an example for unlucky incidents, just because it's either my brain's way of coping and deleting that out of my memory. But in terms of lucky incidents, I would agree with you. It's most of what you made of your luck. But for me, I think it's like um, a combination of luck and me putting in the effort. So I would say throughout my life, I got this really interesting opportunities of obviously doing more work, but or stuff like that. But the opportunity to be able to do it was a really interesting uh, occasion for me. So
Yeah.
there's this an actual good thing that happened to me is when I joined my university. I got a special what's it called?
Mention or like a
No, it was like a how do we call it in English? Like amount of
translation.
money to support your
Oh,
studies.
okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
So like a special award. And the thing is, I applied probably in the last day, and I wasn't going to apply. I was like, okay, YOLO. And it was like a
And you
merit
won.
based, like you had to put in your like record of degrees and stuff like that, and like what like your okay,
Your
that's a lot
grades and
of
all that.
English differences, your
Yeah.
grades and all of that, and also to write a letter of application. And I was like shuffling it in like 20 minutes before the last minute of the day to
Yeah.
apply, and being chosen for that out of like my whole class of like how many people were in a course, 400 or stuff like that, and being chosen among those to be awarded this thing, and getting the financial support as well, that was really really nice for me. Also, like inside my work, there is this community that we're supporting new joiners with,
Oh,
and we're
nice.
creating events for them to meet each other, to learn more, or to learn more about the program. And again, I didn't really know if I should get into something like that, or if I have like a good mindset, like have enough ideas coming out of me that would be interesting
Yeah.
for new joiners. But I was like, okay, YOLO, let's just put in whatever I think would be an interesting activity to for people to have. And maybe if I don't get selected, at least they will do my idea as as a possible thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, for the past year, I've been working on that, and that
That's
was a
sick.
really rewarding thing to be able to organize and see all of the people benefiting from the ideas that we're putting out.
So
So
you're
yeah,
part
I
of this
think it's
community? Community
yeah,
for new
yeah.
people? Oh, that's
So,
sick.
so yeah, we're 5 organizers, and we got chosen by our application. But it was still really nice to have the luck to be offered it
Yeah.
and stuff like
That's
that.
awesome. That's awesome. I want to ask you this because I've been working with some brands in the past, like Razor Elgato, all that for my LAN parties and whatever. I wanted to know, were you ever thinking about like associating yourself with like a brand or I don't know, like a service or whatever for a content idea, like on Twitch or YouTube? I don't know, trying to merge like their business thing into your content to work together. Have you ever think about that or had any
Well, I
plans?
definitely like crossed my mind that it would be like, I think this is another type of how streamers measure their success, of whether they get to work with the brands that they are actually using day by day, and like seeing other people work with and stuff like that. So definitely there's like brands that I would really appreciate to work with. I'm already like through my organization working with amazing brands that
Yeah.
are making like cool stuff that like I can't even imagine how we're getting this, but we're working with them because we're such a big organization, and we overall we have a large amount of public that we're reaching
Yeah,
out to.
true.
So whereas I wouldn't get the opportunity to work with this and like have an hell case code,
Yeah, true.
I can
That's
do that
insane.
through my organization. So yeah.
That's crazy. I don't I don't really use with these websites, but just having it's so close from CS:GO, and most of your community is from CS:GO too. So, like, yes, I do have like a code for PC building and beef jerky and whatnot, but having a code for like CS:GO stuff and skins, it's so dope. I wish I could do the same. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I can only hope for the day that my name is the actual code.
Yeah, you'll use code Youwanna for 50% off your hell case.
Maybe gym clothes. Like
Yeah,
that's also interesting.
yeah. I don't know if you had any other questions, or if we should, if it was about time to wrap it up. I think it was pretty fun. The podcast, I don't know, it's a hell of a different thing for me. I've never like done a one-on-one talk like this with chat, and obviously you made it awesome. I really enjoyed the little bit of contents we had there, and the insight into Youwanna's life and streams and whatnot. Thank you so much, Chad, for showing up. I'm gonna be after this podcast, I'm gonna still be streaming some more usual stuff like CS:GO and all that. But thanks a lot to Youwanna for joining the stream today. And even though we had to like delay and plan all of this, we finally made it. And after going through the stress and a pre-lobby stress, and we finally made it. So thank you so much, Youwanna.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I think it's a really interesting project that you started, and I'm only gonna be looking forward to all of the new people you're gonna interview and what you're gonna ask them. So yeah, I hope to be in all of the future streams and chats asking other people questions. It was really nice. I wouldn't like want to have a episode or podcast to present myself and tell my story, because that's kind of self-centered. So in this way, like I hope that parts of my community got the opportunity to meet me more like a person outside of the streaming thing. And it was really nice to also find things about you, because we talk, but maybe I didn't know your favorite water, which is
that's true.
disturbing.
Disturbing, yeah. Like we talk a lot in DMs, mostly about like streaming stuff and projects and whatnot. But it's nice to like just take a moment and look at each other as like humans and not streamers that produce content all the time. And yeah, it's super dope to do that with you. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, James. Bye, chat.
Bye.
Thanks for joining.